everyone, it's Lisa here. Welcome to another Hero Arts video. Today I'm going to show you how to make this spooky window card with lots of tips and tricks for using Hero Arts and Sizzix dies, plus some more window card tricks too. I love making window cards, they're just so much fun. For this card, I'm going to be using this swirl pattern from this Hero Hues layering paper pack. And my first trick for you when making a window card using this layering paper is that it's printed on one side and then it's white on the other side. So we're going to be applying distress ink to this white side, and we want to do that before we score it, because otherwise the distress ink will gather in the score lines and make extra creases and stuff there. So I'm going to go ahead and take my little ink applicator here, and you've all seen this before. When you apply ink to any kind of paper, you want to start off the card and then just make little swirls and go onto the card with the ink, and that keeps you from getting too many lines on there. So I'm just going to keep going here and applying ink. Okay, so I'm finished applying inks. I'll have a full list of all the different ones that I used in the instructions that go along with the video. So now our next step is going to be to go ahead and score 3 inches from both sides, and I like to do it on the front side just so that it has a really nice fold. So I'm going to go score those. Okay, so here is the scored card, and I wanted to show you one little trick about this. If you cut off just a little bit of this side of the card, then it will stay closed really nicely. Otherwise, it won't be able to fold exactly right, and it won't stay flat. Okay, now it's time to create the front window. For this, I'm going to be using one of the new framelit dies from Hero Arts and Sizzix, and these are really great because the center is open and the cutting edge is right up against the inside of the die. Let me hold this up here so hopefully you can see. But that makes it really great for placement because you can see exactly where it's going to go. And here's a little tip when I do this. I like to get it where I want it, and then I just take a little bit of masking tape. This is just like masking tape like you would get at the hardware store. And then I go ahead and put it in place, taping it to the part on the inside, since this is what we're going to be cutting out. So let me go ahead and cut this out. So here I've run it through the machine and it pops out just that easily. And then you can save this piece if you wanted to for something else. And now we're going to do the same thing with the inside window. So here is the die for that, and I'm just going to go ahead and close this back up, and then once again position it in place where I want it to go. I'm just going to line up those points there and then put the tape down and cut it out again. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and cut this side out. And I really do like using that tape because then when you move it over to your machine and run it through, you don't have to worry about it moving. Okay, so here we are with our card. And then to make the window pop out more, I'm going to go ahead and rub this with black soot distress ink. Okay, so here is our front window, and then I have the black soot distress ink here, and this one is really easy to do because the ink applicator will fit inside of here, so you can really get in there and put ink along the edge. So I'll finish doing this and then I'll show you the trick for the inside window that's smaller. Okay, so you can see what a difference that makes. It really makes this top window really pop out. And now to do the inside window, I'll show you my next little trick. So if you try to do your ink applicator, it doesn't really fit in there. You can see it's too big. So what I like to do is just take my foam off, and then I kind of fold it like so. So it's like kind of rolled up. And then this will get your fingers really inky, but it also lets you get right in here and add ink to the inside, just like that. So I'll finish this up and then I'll show you my next trick. Okay, so I finished up going along the inside to make that really pop out. And now I'm just going to put some more ink along the edges. So I went ahead and finished putting the black soot distress ink all along the edges of the card. And yes, as you can see, it really pops now and really makes those windows stick out. So the next thing I wanted to show you was how to get placement for stamping. So we want the cat to be peeking right out of this window here. So my little trick is to get a pencil and lightly trace where the window is so that you'll be able to stamp right in there. And so now when we open it up, we can see where the cat's going to be peeking out from in our spooky little scene. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. And then hopefully I can do this without getting my head in the camera. This is hard to do without bumping the tripod, so I hope I don't. But you can see how the pencil mark there lets you just line this up perfectly. Then you can just go ahead and erase those pencil lines. And the cat is peeking right through the window. Okay, so here's the finished card, and I thought I'd go over some more window card tips and tricks. One is whenever there's windows like this, you can put things on different layers. So here I have a cloud and a moon on this top layer, and then another cloud on this inner layer of the window. And then another one of my tricks is to tie ribbon on the edge of the window card. Since you have this little part right here, it's just perfect for putting ribbon. Sometimes I'll even put like 2 or 3 different ribbons on here. And then it's always good to tie the inside and the outside of your card together. So here you can see I stamped the whole scene on the inside of the card. And one last little trick, I went ahead and used a permanent green marker to color the wiggle eyes on the cat for an extra spooky effect. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this window card video.